Avatars, Aliens, and Self-Actualization Within the Matrix, Part 9, The Return, a wisdom teaching from the Intergalactic Alliance of Light Beings, with Canadian psychic medium, Tracey Milne. Greetings, friends. Today's message will focus on answering questions about where we go from here and the best way to align with our path in order to shift our conscious awareness back into the fields we originally called home. Enjoy. Question: where is the gaming station? There are two gaming station platforms, the first in the 13th density outside of the game field, or your Oversoul's home. When ready, you and your team dropped into the holographic classroom, with some classmates staying in the lighter densities, while others exist in pre-matter, etheric, and mental planes of existence. This is where the second game platform can be found, on what you perceive as the mothership or light ships. From these higher dimensional fields of consciousness, we are able to maintain a high enough vibrational frequency to help you stay connected to your Oversoul and source more easily. We also house etheric protection technologies at this level, including a deep sleep hologram reality chamber, offering a consciousness intermesh platform that helps us keep track of how your waking mind is processing your reality at any given time and sending you energetic boosts and answers whenever possible. These secondary game stations are sometimes found on Inner Earth as well. It all depends on your soul story and your Earth journey so far, whether from above or within. When the player is ready, you are placed in a special chamber that will support your etheric body, where you're placed into what could be translated as a deep, lucid, dream-like state. As we said in one of our earlier transmissions, 5 days on the ship in this pod is equal to a 100-year lifetime on Earth. Question: how do we move into the lower fields of density from the mothership? It is from these higher density platforms that you drop your consciousness into the fields of the first to the fifth dimension and densities of Earth's reality fields, where your human avatar awaits to be inspirited at birth. We on the light ships have volunteered to incarnate into these higher vibrational fields within the game in order to best support you and maintain a clear connection to our starseed ground crew teammates. Question: are our galactic guides in the game too? Yes, we await you at density level 6+, so we can walk through levels 10 through 12 together. There's also a part of this Star Tribe support team incarnate upon Earth, but for many of them, it's their first time on Earth in a very long time, or even the first time for some since the takeover 5 million years ago your time. Try to think of it as layers of consciousness or planes of existence, including various representations of the vibrational layers of physical expression and the layers of experience. At this juncture, it's key to remember these layers or levels each come with various forms and density of matter and combination of frequency patterns. Consciousness is not always expressed in physicality quite the same way in the higher dimensions with lighter density. Question: how are we helping to shift the timelines? With each new decision you make in your now, new trajectories for potential get added and deleted, allowing for synchronization of events that give the impression of some doors opening for possibility while other doors close. This synchronization represents your new optimal timelines. As we have said before, you create from your focus, expectations, intentions, belief, and desire to act or stay still when synchronization presents itself. Each time you act from your God Spark's whispers as well as your logical mind's intellect, then act from inspiration, you are helping to steer humanity away from the less optimal timelines. Question: what can we be doing in order to get ourselves to the next level of the game as a collective? In order for you to return to this platform, you must be able to shift your conscious awareness and desires to create toward the fields of the fifth dimension. From that place, you get to learn how to master manifestation from a place of love, generosity, kindness, and cooperation, not fear. This shift is being aided through the steps taken by the Guardian to return the gray matter energy processing centers within your human mind back to clear. The level of mistrust that has been encouraged between you and all others is the next level of consciousness in need of healing and clarity. While not all are friendly, not all are dangerous either, and in the higher density fields, instant manifestation becomes possible, so you'll be given lots of time and space to gain greater mastery over your abilities in order to filter and release negative energies before it gets a chance to build up steam and start interacting with the law of attraction. This clearing will bring more lightness to your thought-feeling combos, making it harder for contaminated thought-feeling patterns like self-doubt, shame, fear, uncertainty, anger, jealousy, vindictiveness, and other similar Shadowland thought-feeling interference programs from creating a low vibrational platform within you from which to manifest. But as we have said before, the game has changed, and the Dark Fleet player's freedom to choose service to self at the expense of others is no longer being allowed as an avenue for source consciousness expansion within this time-space matrix and others. Remember, the universal law of choice is also the universal law of consequences, and all players must abide by these universal laws, or they will lose their right to play. Question: did Source create our avatar, or did our Oversoul? Our Oversouls are a reflection of Source love, translated and reflected in uncountable ways. Our Oversoul represents the fullest part of our consciousness energy, while our avatar reflects a more focused aspect of that Oversoul consciousness. The bodies created in physical form come from an aspect of Source that seeds planet with the Source energy infusion on a physical level that will connect to the holographic platform on an etheric, auric, and energetic level. The Earth herself is infused with the soul of a being who reached the level of soul progression that allowed for an experience of holding consciousness as a planet for the creation of needed evolutionary platform for lessons in conscious creation within a field that was alive with the exchange of energies. By continuing to look for source connection in all reflections, you automatically expand your own consciousness and those of your Oversoul and any other avatar expression that your Oversoul may have in the game. Question: do the Dark Fleet players have access to the same planes of existence as we do? Yes and no. Yes, originally each participant could utilize all of these fields on a conscious level in order to fully process all lessons and proceed through all levels of consciousness by their will and through their focused intentions. It was this condition that was altered for those players who began the life experience within this quadrant of the time-space matrix. The Dark Fleet players still have access to these planes of existence. However, their soul spark became so darkened by the domination, desire, thought, feeling, belief patterns that these frequencies contaminated their essence, and they lost their ability to connect with their Oversoul and Source, eliminating their ability to create within the holographic platforms quite the same way. That's why they had to trick the Light Team members into manifesting their desires through manipulation and intimidation. Once humanity is able to exist within the fifth dimensional platform on both a conscious and physical level, the Dark Fleet's hold on your minds and hearts will weaken before letting go completely. They know they're about to lose their golden goose, so to speak, which is why they're trying so hard to collectively lower your frequencies. They're failing and will continue to fail, so stand firm. They know you can create with your minds, hearts, and inspiration, which is why they continuously try to program you to believe their doomsday agenda. They tell the lie, spread the word, and the Earth humans take care of the rest by default because many are not aware you have this ability to create. Question: how can we avoid inadvertently reprinting that timeline? Remember, we told you they need your power to create, so what you expect you will get. Do what you can to avoid giving them your attention or energy. Every lie they tell is done in an effort to get your attention focused on a disastrous subject long enough to begin reprinting their desired reality outcome. Except from our perspective, they seem to have overlooked three very important truths. What are these three truths? Truth number one: Source's desire to move consciousness into a higher vibrational resonance experience field. Source is tired of duality. The lessons have been learned and assimilated. All that needed to be learned from that program has been learned. Once out of the system completely, this game will be redirected to ensure these lessons do not get relived. The second truth is that the Universal Council, the Council of Nine, and the New Earth Council are already moving away from these lessons. Universal laws will no longer be considered invalid by any of the student players unless they are willing to be returned to Source as particles with no memory of their time within the game or retention of the wisdoms they might have learned. And truth number three: the Starseed Lightworker contingent are in the game, on the planet, en masse. Not only that, your Oversoul has sent in their most prized avatars, and you're infused with additional essence and information who are making sure the patterns stop through your willingness to heal all that is out of balance within your fields of awareness. Question: what are we supposed to be doing right now to help us get ourselves home? Healing old thought, feeling, belief patterns you carry within you. Remember, it is within your ability as Source designed Earth humans have the capacity to change the positive and negative charge of your vibrational frequency fields. This is how you challenge and shift old thought, feeling, belief patterns into new frequencies used for new creation. Envision the kind of world you want to live upon. Envision the kind of exchanges you would love to have with others coming into your reality fields. Envision your optimal outcomes for all variables within your world you're drawn to contemplate and consider. Release the vibrational frequencies of blame, shame, guilt, punishment, and judgment, and an expectation of the worst case scenario fulfillment from your creational fields. In this way, you will be actively participating in the fulfillment of your soul contract and mission. Trust your intuition. Remember, it is designed to help you discern the best path forward for you. Spend more time envisioning the world of your dreams and less time worrying about what the Dark Fleet is up to. That is truly the most important work all of you can be doing right now on behalf of the light. Stay brave. It is no small task you've taken on, but your team is succeeding nicely and ahead of schedule in many respects. Know that each lesson you encounter is based on your Oversoul's intention or what they wish to learn more about, to synchronize with each traumatic experience they have vowed to heal and to release on behalf of their ancestral line, their higher self, and the collective. Question: if the 12th and 11th Stargates home were eliminated, how do we get home? Through the 10th Stargate? To learn the answer to that question, stay tuned for part 10 of Avatars, Aliens, and Self-Actualization Within the Matrix bonus material. Until then, thanks for watching. This message has been brought to you by WhatComesNextForYou.com, Galactic Guidance, and so much more. What comes next for you? What's in your future?